A lot of people would have thought of this, but most of them wouldn't have said this. But you are an inspiration, you know. Every time like people wrote you off, you know, you would surprise them by actually play a different character or sign different films.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with this constant pressure of actually giving out the best each time, or does it scare you?
It was a little tough to handle initially, because you know it was. To be very honest, my struggle was not for too long. I had my first film in Telugu was a blockbuster. My first film in Tamil was a blockbuster. So what happened is, for me, I've only seen the good. I started off seeing the great, actually, not even the good. So when there was a dip, a little low, because that happens with every actor, I was like, what's happening? I took it very badly. I'm like, no, I mean, I have to only have blockbusters and hits. So when it took that hit, I realized it's either you have a short span and it's great, or if you're going to have a long span in the industry, there are going to be a lot of lows. So today, it doesn't bother me at all.
Like, are there constant questions in your mind?
There's a lot of responsibility, but it honestly, Vrinda, I'm very immune to it. I can say, yes, it bothers me, it affects me, but it really doesn't. For me, it's about, I don't care anymore, because the same people who put you up there, the same people who bring you down as well, you know, whoever it is. So it's about doing good work, and it's about you being happy at the end of the day. And I'm fortunate because I've seen more highs than lows in the industry. The lows are okay. There is going to always be competition. There are going to be lows. You can't have a 15-year lifespan with no lows. It's just, it doesn't even happen that way for anybody. I'm talking about someone like a legendary stars have lows, you know. So it's something that, but it definitely challenges me to do better. It motivates me, thinking not like, oh, I have to prove them wrong. It's more like, it's time for me to also reinvent. So maybe it's a reality check, which is actually good, thinking that maybe I should do something better next. I look at it positively.
So you're one of those very few actresses whose personal life is always in the spotlight, you know, and for many years now. So does it come as a surprise that people don't get fed up of knowing about what's happening in your
But you know, to be very honest, yes, I'm very active in the sense, say like even on social media. I'm a very honest person. If I want to go out, if I want to have a nightlife, I'm someone who does not hide behind it. I go out with my friends. But when it comes to a personal life, to be very honest, it's probably only 5% what people know. The rest of it, nobody knows. They just think I'm a very out there, you know, out of the over there person. But actually, I'm not. I'm extremely private when it comes to my personal life. What I'm really thinking or what I'm really doing has never really come out. But a few things that have, I guess, those are, we call them occupational hazards. Being an actor, we don't have a choice.
Right. So, as an actress, both on screen and off screen, you know, you're constantly being monitored, right? So, is there an end to this scrutiny, or it's an ongoing process?
I don't feel it. I don't feel like I'm constantly monitored. The day I do, then it's a problem. Then I can get very conscious of it or very disturbed by it. I don't feel it. My life.
You never had a day where you felt you're being, you know.
No, no, honestly, no. There have been times when my personal life has been ripped apart in every newspaper. There are headlines. But I think my life is so normal. It's very, very normal. What I am, my work is only 9 to 6. And I know I work very hard, I'm professional. But when I go home, it's insanely normal. Like my mom, my household, my friends, everything is so normal. It's like what any girl would relate to. So that is my 80% of my life. So that overpowers everything that is negative in this part.
Trisha, in 2010, I read one interview where you said, I don't believe in dating. Has that statement changed? I don't want to ask the inevitable question.
No, I don't believe in the stereotype dating. That's a better way to put it. I do believe when you're in a relationship, you do things like, for me, dating is very stereotype. Like, I think of it in a very American way, you know, like where you go out and you're getting to know each other and, oh, are you having dinner? I find that a bit boring. For me, getting to know someone has always been about